So I need y'all to bear with me because I've been trying to find the right words, but these past few weeks have been so exhausting. And I'm the type of person who tries to remove myself from what's going on because if you watch the news every day, you will burn out because it's just so depressing. There's a femicide going on, and I've been able to see the violence, especially against women in my line of work and volunteerism. And we've heard about stories of femicide in other countries, but these past few months in America specifically, there have been major stories of women being brutally murdered. And I don't mean murdered by some stranger or some boogeyman in the alley. These women have been taken away by their brothers, by their fiancés, by their sons, by their husbands. And it's quite frankly disgusting. Full stop. And these are men who they're supposed to feel comfortable with. They're supposed to feel safe with. They're supposed to be seen and heard by. And the complete opposite is happening. And I know my FBI agent is probably on high alert because my Google search these past few weeks has been insane. But I've just been trying to get an understanding of what's been happening, what's been going on with these different stories in Chicago, Virginia, Atlanta, Florida, Louisiana. And the lack of accountability is so prevalent, as it always is when it pertains to cases of women, but especially as it pertains to cases of Black women being harmed. Okay. I was looking into the story of Barbara Deere in Chicago, and I had to scroll past multiple news articles because the headline said things like woman and her son found dead in their home versus it actually depicting what actually happened, saying things like mother and widow found murdered by her son. Those are two different things. And I shouldn't have to search to the ends of the earth to find the truth. Diction matters. Words matter. How we frame these stories is critical. It's so important because otherwise you do a disservice to the victims as well as the people who love them. Okay. The autopsy, last time I read about this story, they determined that Barbara's son shot her and then turned the gun on himself. Let's not depict the story as in two innocent people were found in the home unalive. Okay. It's incredibly misleading. Another thing I wanted to touch on is the mental health of it all. Child, as a girl who struggles with anxiety and undiagnosed depression, miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the bullshit. I feel like this is dialogue we've been having for quite some time, and this dialogue is important because we need to hear each other. Mental illness is not a justification for poor behavior. It's enabling. When y'all get up here and say things like hurt people, if that was the case, there would be no more kind people in the world. No more helpful people in the world. If we all just gonna go around hurting each other. And don't say, oh, I'm figuring things out because this is my first time living. As far as I know, this is my first time living too. And I would have never did that. So I think the foundation of this toxic, abusive, and emotionally dysregulated behavior is accountability. In this life, you have choices. You can choose to be a good person or you can choose to be harmful. Either way, it's your choice, not the victims. I have so many thoughts about this, so many opinions, because quite frankly, the livelihood of Black girls and Black women, it's something I'm extremely passionate about. I'm extremely passionate about supporting and advocating for survivors of abuse. But the moral of the story is this isn't about me. The moral is these women should still be alive. They should still be here. And I don't care what y'all say, God's plan, everything happens for a reason. Remove me from that conversation because it's never justifiable for innocent lives to be taken. And it's never justifiable to try to say, okay, well, let's give these abusers grace. No.